I have just a few things left to finish my quilt dress. At this point, I am really doing finishing touches before I put it on a plane with me and go to Oklahoma for the retreat. So I'm really looking forward to that. Dad and I will be taking it for a photo shoot. We'll have footage from that at the end of this video, and I think it's gonna be amazing. I've had a lot of fun with this. I've learned a lot. I haven't made a garment in a while, so it was certainly a challenge, not quite like riding a bike, but I did have fun with it, and I'm really happy with the outcome. So even if you're not willing to cut into one of your quilts and make it into a dress, I hope that it will give you some courage and some encouragement to make something exciting and different. And don't be afraid to make mistakes, because we all do. I am currently working on a pattern for a quilt coat, so I will be finishing up that pattern over the next couple weeks, and it's due to release on June 15th. So I hope even if you don't want to make a dress, you'll want to make a quilt coat. Stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for your encouragement and your help and your support along the way. I've enjoyed this process because of you. Let's talk bustles. This would be a lot easier if it was on a person and I could measure it on a person, but I can't measure it on me. So I'm gonna just hang it over the ironing board and the quilt frame and try and get a bustle made. I am this much short from finishing the hem, so I need that much binding. So I'll go grab that later. But in order to bustle it, kind of the idea is you want to make the train the same length as the rest of the dress. So the train the same length as the front of the skirt. So I'm going to pin it in just a couple places. I don't think we'll need like a lot. I'm thinking maybe just two, just enough to bring it up to the same level as the front. So let's see here. Technically, I think we can get away with one bustle location, but I'll put two hooks right here to make it really secure since it is so heavy. So I think that looks pretty good right there. I'm gonna sew the hooks and loops on now. Okay, let's talk about a garment bag. So it essentially is just a rectangle with a gusset, so some thickness to it, and the length of the dress, and maybe not quite the full width of the skirt, but you know, it's gonna have some fullness to it, so it needs to have some width down at the bottom. A couple inches deep, maybe 3 or 4. I have seen some that are only gusseted at the bottom. They taper to the top, so we could do that as well. But really, I think the gusset all around is going to be easier, and then a hole up here for the hanger. So, and a zipper right here, zipper. And the zipper doesn't even have to go all the way down if I don't have one long enough. I'll just use what I have. But all the way down would be nice and convenient. So I'm thinking about 3 inches with the gusset. It's about 22 inches, you know, midway. So I feel pretty good about that. And I think it needs to be 60 inches long. So let's go fabric shopping in the stash. Full disclosure, this is not all of my fabric. This is just where I keep the larger chunks. What about this? Actually, wait, giant strawberries. I've been kind of waiting for something to use this on because it's such a large scale. You can't just like use it for little blocks. I do love it. Do I have enough? Maybe just for one side. I do love that too. Does the garment bag need to match the dress? I don't think it does. I don't know what to do. Maybe I should just go with this and use the orphan blocks because that was my original plan. Zebras or roses? Okay, let's look at this fabric in better lighting and figure out what I want to do. I did go ahead and grab several of them. I don't know what I want to do. Okay, I did find this one and I like the colors of it, but I still don't think it's right for the orphan blocks. So I might have to give up on the orphan blocks for now. I do like this one. I like that it's dark, so it's not as see-through. And I have lots of it. So I might just go ahead and use this one. I think I'll piece the gusset so that I'm not using a whole length of it. Let's do 5 inches so we'll have lots of room. So of course, my camera did not record me sewing this on my serger. But essentially, I just went around the front and sewed gusset to front, and then I sewed gusset to back. And I marked bottom corners and top center to make sure they were the same on the front and the back where they met the gusset. So, and I did remember to put the zipper pull on. Here is our completed garment bag, which didn't use any orphan blocks, but it was quick and simple, and I like the dark color better. I think it'll wear a little better with it just being a dark color, so I'll go with that. And then there's the little gap at the top for the hanger to go in. So at this point, I need to redo my sleeves, and I need to add a ribbon to the inside underneath of the dress so that I can wrap the ribbon on the hanger when I hang it in the bag. I've pretty much hemmed it. I just have to get more gold trim. Okay, so I added the elastic to the sleeves and they've got the tiniest bit of give, and I think it pulls, you know, everything taut without being too restrictive. And I got my new bra, so I think it fits pretty well. I'm gonna put my shoes on and check the hem and hope that I don't have to take it up, but if I do, I do. But yeah, otherwise I'm pretty happy with the fit. I didn't like the overskirt as much once we went to the photo shoot, so I got a couple stills that I liked, but I think I'm gonna have to rework that. Without the skirt, I absolutely love the dress. If you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel so I can continue making them. Thanks again for your support.